how can you bookend your LDS church music in a way that feels complete? Like it feels like it belongs, and it's not desperate from the previous things, but it feels like it belongs. It comes together and rounds it off smoothly. That's what we're going to look at today in Dr. Doug's Daily Tips for How to Write Great LDS Church Music, where I pick a gem from a little composer gem from a song, a primary song, or a hymn. This week we're looking at the hymns, and today we'll look at hymn 109, The Lord My Pasture Will Prepare. There's a lovely bookend kind of shape here that gives kind of a warm feel to the end of the piece because it connects itself to the opening of the piece. Okay, so here in this first red square, we have the very beginning, and you can see that the tune goes up. Da-dee-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-da. That little motion upward da-da-da-dum, is this first kind of sweeping bookend, and we're going to get sort of the answer to it in a reverse manner. It's almost like a melodic palindrome in a way. And let's just notice the kind of motion that's happening underneath it. Underneath this swooping melody, we have a very stable motion for several beats, and then it goes up to the E. But it gives some stability while the upper melody is going up. Now, let's go down to the end here. As the end of the piece is happening, we get almost the same exact tune in reverse. And again, with this pedal point foundation bass line. And all my silent, and then it leaps up and kind of does it again. Da-dee-dee-da-da-da-dum. So what started as the swooping up with this stable bass line as the first bookend gets solidified and supported at the end with the other bookend by coming down the scale and leaping in the same kind of leaps that we started with. And then as a fun sort of way to expand on that, it repeats itself and goes down even further all the way to the low tonic, which we didn't get at the start. We did not get a low tonic. We got the dominant note, G. So not only does it bookend this shape, it fully finishes this shape as well in a repetitive way, because the first time only gets us back to about the place where we started at the beginning, but the second time takes us all the way back home to the low C. Okay, this may not seem like an earth-shattering, amazing composer technique, but it's a very nice technique. It's a way to polish your music so that the end is round and smooth and nice, and it fits with the shape of the beginning in this finished kind of way. Okay, so as you work on your music, try to find ways to make your endings feel like they belong to your beginnings. And this is an excellent way to do so, by sort of having this almost palindrome kind of thing where it's the same forwards as it is backwards, and it rounds off the end. It's not, of course, not an exact palindrome, and it does expand itself on Midnight Hours Defend, but I think you get the idea. It rounds it off in sort of the opposite direction very smoothly. All right, that is your composer gem for the day. If you'd like some more free tips, head over to latterdaymusiversity.com, where you can get my 24-page free report called The 10 Commandments of Testimony Building Warm Fuzzy Music. Very foundational things to think about as you're writing hymns, hymn arrangements, primary songs, any type of LDS church music. All right, come back tomorrow and we will look at one of my favorites that doesn't get sung very much, Cast Thy Burden Upon the Lord, hymn 110. See you then.